Well, hey folks, how y'all doing? An old man. We're looking at tape measures today. Hey, we're going to do a comparison here to see which is better, a Milwaukee 25-foot tape measure or a Bauer 25-foot tape measure. You're saying, come on, Tom, really? It's got to be the Milwaukee, right? Well, you never know, folks. Let's, Tom Horseman, YouTube folks, have done a whole lot of comparison stuff, but today we're looking at tape measures. Let's get into it by taking a look at which each of these cost. Are you talking about the Milwaukee 25-foot? This is the 25-foot. It is the 5126 tape measure. It is $33. And that's on Amazon. I'm sure you can find deals on it elsewhere, but that's what it's currently going for on Amazon. Now let's take a look at the Bauer. All right, so there's the Bauer that we got here. That's 25-foot. It is a slide lock tape measure, and it is $7. So a lot of price difference here. And, you know, I think the Milwaukee's probably got some better features to it. And in all fairness to Harbor Freight, they're comparing it here. They're comparing it to Milwaukee, and that is not the one I have. I have a feeling I couldn't find that one on Amazon. They're saying it's $10.97. Obviously, the one we got is $30. But still, you're saying, hey, we're comparing this to Milwaukee. I mean, that's pretty gutsy. Milwaukee's got some pretty good stuff, especially when it comes to their tape measures. Let's take a look. All right, let's look at a couple things. Obviously, they're both 25 feet. Blade width on these is they both have 1 inch wide blades on it. There appears to be, here they're saying it's a nylon coat on the Bauer. The Milwaukee has got some sort of coating on it too. It feels like there's a little bit more on there though. Let's take a look at a couple other things. All right, so how do the blades lock? They both have the same type of buttons that you push down to lock it in place. The Milwaukee does a fantastic job. There's not much give there. Let's check out the Bauer. Bauer, you can lock it down. Not much move there. Now, Bauer does have something a little bit different. They've got this button on the bottom, which is like a kind of like a quick lock, but it just holds it. Press it on the bottom and holds it. You let off, and then it slides back. So that's a pretty good, cool feature. I wasn't aware that had that. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at some more stuff. Now the tape on the Bauer is laid out in 16-inch, so you can mark studs. And it does switch over when you get the foot. It goes 1 foot 2, 3, and 4. So that's a pretty nice little feature there to have that on there. There is nothing on the back though. And if we take a look, a lot of times we're always looking at where it attaches there. And that seems pretty typical for most. You've got 3 little rivets there, and you know, is this heavy duty? Probably not. I think the Milwaukee's a little bit better. So the Milwaukee's got, first of all, they've got a magnet on that. Now, we're not 100% comparing apples to apples here because this one is $30, $33, and and this one is a $7. But this really, I mean, that is heavy duty up there. That's going to take a lot to break. And you can, you got a catch on top and a catch on the bottom. And the backside of the blade, you can use this if you want to, you got tents in there. So if you're an engineer or if you're shooting grade with it, you can use it to shoot grade. So a nice little option, although I've tried this before with tape measures. And does it work? Yeah, it does if you're in a pinch. But the shoot grade, it's usually a lot better just to use a grade stick. But nice little option there. I'll tell you what, everybody's waiting for the next test, and that's going to be the Kink Test. And how many feet, because we've all played this game with our tape measures, how many feet can you go out on the 25-foot Milwaukee? How many feet out can you go with a Bauer 25-foot? Anybody taking any bets right now? Anybody? Let's see. I got the Bauer. We're going to do the Kink Test here, and we're going to take it right out, take it out to something here. Make sure you guys can see. We're at 3 feet, and obviously no kink there. We are coming up on, there's 4 foot, no problem. Let's go to 6. Still feels pretty good. We're at 6. You see I've got my finger down below, and we are firmly at 6 feet. Now let's go to very carefully here, because we're coming up on 7 foot. Actually, where my finger is 7'3", and the Bauer, she's got a nice bend to her, don't he? Let's, I don't know how much more she's going to go here. We are at 7 foot. Oh, there she goes. 7'6". So we'll try it again just for the heck of it here. Let's go. Gosh, that was suspenseful, wasn't it? There's 4. There's 6. There's 7. And it holds pretty good at 7. Like I said, there's a heck of a bend going on there. And then let's go to, there she goes again. So right around 7'6". Now, let's, that was on the bar. Let's try the Milwaukee. All right, here's the Milwaukee. Got huge expectations, especially for a $33 compared to a 7. So there's 4 foot already. Absolutely no problem there. There's 6 feet. Yeah, I got a little kink there. Not as much as the Bauer was though at 6 foot. I think we're almost here. Let's go to 7. There's 6. Let's go to coming up on 7. There's 7. So, and you can see a nice little bend going on. Remember, there's a little bit of weight at the end there with that heavy duty and that magnet on the end, so that adds a little bit to it. So let's see if we can get to 7'6", which is right around where the Bauer broke at. So there's 7'6". You can see that, in fact, we're probably 7'7". So it's obvious that the Milwaukee goes further, but how much further does it go? Ooh, we're coming up on, we are at 8 foot. 8 foot, and got a nice bend to it, but it hasn't broke yet. So let's see. We'll go to 7. We'll go to 8'6". Here's 8'4". That's 8'6". That's even a little over 8'6". So we've gone. Look at that. That's pretty impressive, Milwaukee. Oh, there she goes. So I'm gonna say right around a foot more than a Bauer, about 8'6". I'll tell you what. Let's wrap this up. Give you my final thoughts. All right, my final thoughts. When it comes to tape measures, I'm kind of picky. I would probably go with the Milwaukee, but I'll tell you what. This is $33, and I purposely went with something a little bit cheaper, especially from Harbor Freight. Everybody always picks on Harbor Freight and the Bauer line, but I'm not saying this is a bad. For $7. My finger always goes underneath, and they have that little locking thing. I like it. The clip is more of a standard clip that you would see on these type. It is removable, and on the Milwaukee we've got this type, and it looks like it may be removable also. But this thing is really heavy duty back there. So I mean, there is a lot going on here, and maybe it's not a fair apples to apples. But when Bauer starts comparing to Milwaukee stuff, they better be able to live up to the challenge. Folks, they're saying with this Bauer that it has, not limited, it's just saying it has a lifetime warranty. So that's different than all their other tools. Usually you don't get that with their other tools. So you know what? I'm probably going to stick with the Milwaukee. But if I was looking for something that maybe if I'm going to be working in the mud a lot, and I want something that I know is going to get beat up real bad, and I don't want to spend a whole lot of money, I think I'd get a couple of these, because I think they would work. So it's going to be personal preference. Which one am I going to choose for my daily work for down here in the shop? I'm going to go with the Milwaukee, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to use the Bauer, folks. So it's going to be your choice, $7 versus $33. You have to answer that question yourself. Me, I'm going with the Milwaukee, but a lot of you might go with the Bauer. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Tom Horseman at YouTube, thumbs up, leave a comment. And as always, folks, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.